what does a day-to-day look like from a habits point of view? Because I can imagine your DMs are peppered with several things, but mostly, bro, what trainers are those? Bro, what's your morning routine? Bro, what's your recovery protocol? What's your morning routine?
What is a day today? Full day?
Full day, let's do it.
Full day.
Yeah, full day.
I'll wake up usually around 10 to 5. All right. 4:45, 10 to 5, 5 to 5, whichever one of them 5-minute slots is right for when I go to bed. And before we carry on with the day, I go to bed 8 hours before that. I'm not one of them guys that will do 4 hours sleep or 5 hours sleep. Like, I make sure I'm in bed 8 hours before I wake up.
We say, having both done that today.
Yeah. Well, when there's an important task at hand, then I'll change how that is. But most of the time, 8 hours sleep, wake up just before 5. I will do the usual, take a poo, have a shower, brush my teeth.
You that routine, that clockwork, up and at 'em.
Yeah, straight up. I'll
jealous.
Head downstairs. I'll make a coffee. I'll either have a banana or a squares bar or both if I'm quite hungry.
That riles people up, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's again one of the fucking main questions. I'll have a cordyceps. Feel like it helps my endurance.
That balances out the squares bar. That'll keep the people that are riled up happy, won't it?
Yeah. I was training at my own gym, but now we've got a HQ gym, so I'll get there for around 5:40. Girls' classes start at 6, so I'll open up, get everything ready, get the music on. I'll do a bit of cardio at the moment whilst them classes are on. Next class is the guys' class, which is at 7, and I'll join in on that because I want to build this environment, and I want the people in my workforce to kind of go through what I've been through, because I feel like that whole aspect of like building your physical also massively helps your mental and massively helps you in work. It's all correlated. All them 3 things, business, mindset, physical, like all them things together, if they can arise together, it's fucking fantastic. You don't want to build one of them to such height and leave the other one in the grave and then have to try and build it at a later stage. So yeah, 7 a.m. the guys' classes start, 8 a.m. it finishes, quick shower. I'll usually order a Starbucks for my breakfast.
What's your order?
4 egg bites, sometimes a porridge, and usually just like an iced Americano, a little bit of vanilla in it.
No, you just lied to me. What is it specifically? Because I'm going to throw myself in with it. It's sugar-free vanilla, George.
Yeah, sugar-free vanilla.
Which always makes me cringe when I have to say it. So I'm dragging you down with me. Because when I go, can I get a venti, skinny, sugar-free caramel latte, please? And there's always some man driving a transit van that tuts at me. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
He just walks in and just goes,
sorry.
Coffee.
So I just wanted to make clear that we have the same. We have the same order and go through the same process there. But from there, what does a work day look like? Because
so 8 a.m. work usually starts. Most people get in between 8 and 9 that aren't in the classes. I'll spend about an hour before 9 a.m. where I can just get through all my emails, get through all my DMs, go on the represent accounts, make sure they're all okay, everything's going good. 9 a.m. till 10:30 on a Monday is always with the board, with the team, just figuring out what we've got to do for that week. Then I'll go down to the design area and we will just discuss product. Product will be like my main focus until midday. I'll eat lunch at 12 every day, same thing, which is 2 packs of chicken barbecue from M&S, a pack of cabbage that goes in the microwave, a little bit of chili sauce on it. Sometimes I'll have a bit extra if I need some more carbs, but that's literally the usual thing. I'll either walk to M&S or I'll just drive there if it's inconvenient because I've got a lot to do. Just get that down me, 10-minute walk always after that lunch, and sit back down, and usually like afternoons are either fittings or design reviews. So I use myself as a fit model and we'll go through how necklines fit, how everything is on a garment. Usually that's like 2-3 times a week. Monday afternoons get quite hectic with that. Work usually finishes like 5:30, 6 p.m. Most people are out of the building by 6. Either me, Steph or Mike will usually lock up, go home. I'm so hungry by then. All I can think about is food, nothing else but food. So it's like I'll cook a steak, put some veg with that. I'll either catch up on the guys that I watch on YouTube, or I'll listen to a podcast. Again, I go for a little walk most nights. especially now because it's summer. Um, and because I'm doing like the classes in the morning, I'm not exerting myself as much as I should be. So sometimes I'll train later as well. Turn the sauna on, turn the ice bath on, watch a few podcasts, whatever I'm doing, check through my Instagram, reply to everyone who's commented through the day, because I usually do that morning, then at that time, which is like 7 p.m. Hit the sauna, hit the ice bath, hit the bed. Nothing more.
I see a twist of thread there. And that's the standards, isn't it?
I guess, yeah, that's my standards.
Does it change when you travel?
It does slightly. It depends what the schedule is. Like if we're in LA and we've got to do training plans and I've got to train with 2 different influencers and we then got to go out at night because we're doing a meal with this guy or we're going to this club, I'll drink, I'll do whatever. Like I'm not complete, like regimented like that. Like, okay, I eat most of the same things every day and I do the same stuff most days, but I like to get out of it. Like I said earlier, every 2 weeks I'm away. And yeah, that is for business, but it's also for myself. Like I don't like getting stuck in the same routine over and over. It gets boring, for one. And number two, I'm not learning, I'm not seeing things, I'm not in other places, I'm not experiencing things. And I need that to actually be creative.
I think that's quite an unconventional approach to things because a lot of the morning routine discussions online are very dogmatic.
Yeah.
You should do this all the time. This is how you should exist. Whereas you can turn it on and off. The standards there, obviously, they don't deviate, but you can turn it on and off without any sense of feeling like you've let yourself down or like you've made a mistake. Has that always been the case?
No, for a very long time, I thought that you had to do everything the same. And I was stuck in that phase for like probably a year, maybe more, of just doing the exact same thing, not wanting to go out, not wanting to do other things. It was just bang, 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 get it done, get it done. But like, if you want to be creative and you want to meet people and you want to expand like your own knowledge, like you can't just do that sat in your house. You can read as many books as you want. They all tell you the same thing. And you can listen to as many podcasts as you want, and they'll all say the same thing. But like as a person, you need to be out there in the world. You need to be going doing different things. You got to even like scare yourself, right? Going on a podcast like scares me. I get nervous doing things like that. That's something that's completely out of my routine. Like today's out of my routine. We slept for what, 4 hours last night?
3:48 according to my Whoop.
3:48.
It's so unconventional for me as well. I mean, what's mental is that this has come at probably the busiest week of my year so far.
On a random Tuesday as well.
On a random Tuesday, yeah. I mean, the Sunday to Sunday cycle I've got this week, I was intimidated by. Genuinely actually worried that I wouldn't be able to do it, that I wouldn't be able to sit here and switch my brain on.
Right.
But what's mad is it's been so chaotic, but I feel more energized day to day because everything I'm doing this week is exciting and moving things forwards, and it's with cool people in different places. And there's a routine that underpins it. But over the years, I've got more and more comfortable with the fact that because I've said I'm going to do something, that can be the standard, the constant. But life isn't constant, is it? So you can't punish yourself when you can't replicate something that was set up for one set of circumstances,
right?
In different circumstances.
Yeah, and look, you can change and adapt. You can go back to that routine, and if it's going to change your body composition or your strength or whatever it is that you're focusing on, you can get back there in a couple of weeks anyway. Like when you mentioned about traveling, like I'll go to LA, I'll drink, I'll party, I'll do a lot of stuff that I wouldn't conventionally do at home, but I'll gain so much from it. I'll meet so many different people. Collaborations can happen. I can work on Machine Gun Kelly's next album merch. Like these things don't happen when you're sat in your fucking office staring at a wall doing the same thing day in, day out.
Do you have total trust in the team behind you for you to go off and do those things?
I do now, and that's why I do them. That's why I'm sat here today, because I know that the engine is oiled and that there's people in positions that will not let things happen that I wouldn't let happen, but usually would. So I've got like an amazing team. I know you mentioned about the CEO and I forgot to answer earlier. But yeah, I've got people in place that are doing the right things for the business, which allows me this time where I can come and spend time with you. I can learn from you. We can get some hard workouts in. We can do like what I actually love doing.